This is the weather forecast video for Wednesday, February 22nd, 2012. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. We have one storm system over the Great Lakes into New England pulling away. Another storm system over the mountains and into the Pacific Northwest to bring us some precipitation through the rest of this week off and on. Watch warning map from before midnight. Some wintry and windy weather conditions across the plains into the northern Rockies, the Cascades, and into the Northwest, while the rest of the nation is fairly quiet. QPF chart doesn't look quiet. This is precipitation through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Some heavy amounts of precipitation across the east. That's with a storm system that could bring some severe weather down into the southeast, and some precipitation to our west as well. So let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 6 p.m. this evening. You can see a bit of a dip across the center part of the country with the upper flow coming from the west-northwest. That'll be bringing in disturbances off and on throughout the week. Most of today will be fairly quiet with increasing cloudiness from the west and some rain and wintry mix again Wednesday night. Into Thursday, we could see some rain, wintry mix, maybe some snowflakes. Just a wintry cocktail of fun, with temperatures falling back into the 30s for highs. Friday, we could still see a few flurries with the system moving off into the Great Lakes. Temperatures in the 30s. Be a bit chilly after a few days above normal. Saturday will be pretty dry and pretty breezy with winds coming from the south, with that infamous storm system that we've been watching coming the following day on Sunday, the low developing in eastern Colorado. Here's Sunday morning, and this is the 500 millibar level, and that is a pretty good piece of energy coming through the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, digging in with a trough over that area, a low developing over about between Grand Island and North Platte, Nebraska, a 996 millibar low. The winds still gusty, temperatures rising at least into the 40s on Sunday. This is midday at noon Sunday, the low now deepening to 992, about near Norfolk, Nebraska. Some precipitation, could be rain, wintry mix, could be another wintry cocktail across the state. This is at 6 p.m. Sunday. The low begins to fill a little bit over northwestern Iowa. A lot of the heavy precipitation will be to our north, but we could still see some light amounts of precip here. We head to midnight early Monday morning. The low is now near Rochester. Could see some light snow across the area as temperatures will be back down at or below freezing. And by Monday morning at 6 o'clock, the low is moved into about Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and some wraparound. So we'll be in the dry slot most of the state. So a lot of the precipitation to our north. So let's take a look. This is the Canadian GEM model. This is on Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Shows the low a little further to our north over west central Minnesota, and by Monday morning at 6 o'clock we see some precipitation, but it'll be mainly over the eastern counties and could be in the form of rain, snow, wintry mix, all sorts of fun. This is the UKMET model. This is at 6 p.m. Sunday evening. This shows the low a little bit further to the south, and as we can't see the precipitation because it's not on here. Back to the GFS and away from that storm and up to Tuesday. The high pressure comes in, a little bit of precip to our south, should stay to our south, should see some dry and cooler conditions next week. A week from today on Wednesday, we see some energy moving across the center part of the country, the main jet stream to our north and to our south, and that's where the storms will be, to our north and to our south, and we'll just be in the middle, sandwiched in between them with some temperatures in the 30s to around 40 with partly cloudy skies. We head further into voodoo and into meteorological spring and to March 3rd, and we have a piece of energy moving across the upper Midwest. And what does that mean? It means we have another one of these big storms coming through, and this could produce some rain and snow across the area, snow to our north, a little bit of a wintry cocktail around here, rain to our south, and maybe a few thunderstorms down in the southern plains. And here on March 7th, a much deeper trough and more energy. this a little closer to us, and this one, we saw this on the model run yesterday, and it still looks nasty. But remember, the Sunday storm that's coming this Sunday looked like this about a week and a half ago, and look what it's becoming. So we don't have much confidence in this, at least at this time. And a day later, at the end of the forecast run, that low moves off. Still remains cool, but by March, we're getting into warmer temperatures, so it's not going to be overly cold for this time of the year. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.